Hello everybody. My name is Kyle Keith and welcome to another Tortoise Spot video. If you haven't already watched Backyard Aquarium Part 1 and 2, go ahead and check them out. That was the last few videos, and today we're going to do Part 3 and hopefully get these turtles and fish back into the aquarium and living their new life inside the aquarium and out of the pond. So it's pretty exciting because I'm going to start putting the water in here and then I can start getting the fish in here. I am going to figure out a filtration system. If anything, we could just kind of use the filter we have already. So as long as we can get the fish and turtles back in so they're not stressing is actually the main goal of this video. So I'm going to start by pouring these buckets into here, which are 15 gallons of water, and then I'll start pumping water from there into here, which is probably another 20, and then we'll fill it up the rest of the way we need to go. And as we're doing that, we'll add some of the sand that I have in here and kind of get a nice sand bottom, because the spiny hill and the mud turtle like to kind of dig into the substrate, and whatever makes them feel a little more comfortable is what I like to do. So that's the plan for Part 3, guys. Thanks for joining me, and let's get started. So what I'm gonna do is just take my scooper that I had before. We're gonna start taking some of the sand and just put it inside here just like so. I'll put you guys down, maybe up here. Maybe if my tripod wants you guys to be up here. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm a one-man band, so. And we're just gonna take a few scoops here. And there's huge freaking boulders in here for some reason. Like this big old rock. I don't know why it's in there. Kind of insane. Looks like there's another rock. Anyway, we're gonna keep doing that until we get all the substrate inside, so it's gonna be boring. All right, guys, I got most of the dirt out of there, all the stuff that we scooped out earlier in there, and it covered most of the bottom. I think that's all I'm gonna put in, though. I don't want too much substrate. And then the one end I kind of made a little barrier so it stays deeper on one side where they can dig in. The other side's a little less deep, which is kind of nice for them. So I'm gonna start filling this bad boy up. Put these 5-gallon buckets in anyway, and then we're gonna get the hose going, start filling her up, and then we can start working on this filter. But at least we can get the water start filling. So I'm gonna grab a few of these 5-gallon buckets, and we're just gonna pour them. Right in. A lot heavier than I thought. There was a pot in here, apparently. Apparently there was a pot in there. That's not good. And there's one more. Ooh. She's a little messy. Anyway, that is 15 gallons of water. We're probably gonna fill it up about right there. I'm gonna put some of this wood in there and stuff, and then we'll start pumping some of this water in. I need to get that back pipe on too. So, all right, guys, I am pouring some water back in here from the overflow. All right, I got most of the water in. I got one fish already in there. Now I'm just gonna scoop the turtles out, and oh, there's one of them. We're just gonna put them right inside there, and should be one more in here. Should be. Oh. And there's the other one. And we'll just put him right in there. Now they're in their new home. And a lot of this water is muck from the overflow, so I am not going to reuse it. And I'm going to try to find this last fish, and then we'll get the hose out and start filling this bad boy up. All right, guys, a little update here. Overflow's empty. Got super freaking wet and messy for a second there. Put most of the water in, now I'm just using the hose. I'm gonna fill it up right about to that line there, give or take. I have the overflow capped off right now, but you can see where it's gonna overflow into the filter, and then probably do another overflow, and then back into the tank. That's kind of the game plan anyway. And then over here will be room for everything else. So we're getting there. It's pretty muddy, pretty messy. But one step down, many more to go. So I'm gonna let that finish up, and we're gonna start cleaning up everything, moving things around. Anyway, we're gonna keep letting this fill up. All right, guys, sorry, microphone cut out again. But as you can see, I got the filter all put together. It's a little dirty water, but you can see where the overflow goes into this trash can, and it fills this up, overflows into that trash can, and it overflows into the last tank there, where it pumps right back into the tank. Each one of those bins are filled with media, and should do a pretty good amount of work. So the water should clear up in a few days, hopefully, and I gotta clean all this up still and get everything nice and pretty, and I'm gonna make that box door enclosure. But I think everything is done for today, and I'm just gonna let the water kind of start clearing up and filter out. Probably take a few days, and we'll come back and see if there's any leaks. And if there is any leaks, we'll try to fix that, and we'll see if the filter works. So it's kind of the game plan right now. We'll see you guys in a few days. But yeah. Alright, guys, I think I ended off with the filter here. Sorry, the microphone cut off again. I gotta figure that out. But everything's been running good. It's been a few days now. The only thing is I have a little leak here, so I'm gonna glue this together. Looks like it's just leaking right there. So I'm gonna glue all that together, get that little leak gone. Everything else seems to be holding pretty good. I think I'm gonna stick with this little filter, so the water goes into here, drops down, fills this up, overflows into this filter, which has all biological media, and then into here, this tank, as you can see, the very end is very clear water, and that is where the pump pumps back into the tank and recycles. So you can see the tank itself is clear. One of the turtles, the black knob map turtle, the only surviving little guppy. And then I have, this is after about 3 days clearing up. And then, can't really see the fish, but there's 2 goldfish in here. And yeah, cleared up pretty good. So the game plan to end of this video for the outdoor aquarium setup is to shut it off, get that leak disappeared, and refill this up a little bit higher, and then keep an eye on it and make sure there's no other leaks. But it seems like that's the only leak. Very little leak too. And yeah, pretty happy at how it came out, and it's gonna be nice to be able to see my turtles again, especially this little knob female, because she's such a beautiful turtle, very underestimated turtle, and I miss seeing her. So I do eventually want to get another, maybe male or female, make it a trio. Maybe not anytime soon, because this tank is, you know, good just for one. But yeah, that's kind of future plans. I do want to add some Corridora kind of fish, or some kind of little fish that can eat up a lot of this dirt and like old food off the ground. So, and then more feeder fish in here, so the turtles can kind of chase them, and they can kind of help keep the tank clean. So that will be another video though. So, and then over here, got the table out here, and then I'm gonna clean all this up today. Clean all this up, clean all this up. I'm gonna try to get you guys some underwater footage too with this guy. And that'll be the end of this little video. So thanks for joining me, guys, on this little setup. It took a lot of work, but I do enjoy how it came out, and I think the turtles will enjoy it too, and be more videos on them now that I can see them. Also, while we're on the subject, I'm not going to put the spiny hill turtles here. I'm going to bring them with me and set them up because I'm a little bit nervous leaving them out here by themselves without me living here. So I think I'm going to play it safe, bring them with me, and yeah, keep them with me. I am going to still set this up. Most of the baby box turtles I sold this week, so I don't think anything's going to go in there right now, but I will set it up and get plants growing in there just to make it like a little habitat for an extra either hold tank or something. So all that will be cleaned up today. I won't bother with you guys with that, but let's finish this video off by fixing this leak. All right, first step first, we're gonna turn that off. We're gonna go grab some glue, pull this apart, and fix it and call it a day. Be right back. All right, it's kind of a crappy view, guys, but that's all I can do. So I'm just gonna pull this apart. Come apart pretty easy. There we go. There we go. And this one, yeah. There we go. Now we got the parts off. We're just gonna take it all apart and then we're gonna sand it down a little bit and re-glue them back in, retighten some of these bulkheads that loosened up, and we should be good to go. Ow. All right, let's cut to our little workbench we're gonna make here. Got that Christie's glue, some of the best stuff. And then we got our pipes here. So what I'm gonna do is just dry it all off here as much as I can. I'll try to pull these apart with these tools. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of the sandpaper I have right over here to grit it up. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on there. And in theory, we should be good to go. I really want to take this apart, but I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll cut back once I get everything glued together. All right, guys, finally got this back together. It's working pretty good. I had a little problem with suction here for some reason. I don't know if I got clogged or what, but ended up filling this bad boy back up. Could peek into the overflow here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just goes into here and then overflows, fills this whole bucket up. I think it's like 12 gallons. Goes into this 6 gallon, and then it goes into this 20 gallon, and then pumps back in. But I don't see any more leaks, which is good. We're gonna let it run for a few days, and it should be good. You can see the tank is cloudy again, so I'm gonna let it settle in. I did get a little videos of it though, of before it got dirty. So I'll let that settle in for a few days or a day or two, and it should be good again. And then I will clean all this up, clean all that junk up, and clean all this up here soon. And then I'll try to move all this around and get it all set up. So the next video will be setting up this tub for kind of like a holding tank and or I'm not sure what I'll put in it, but definitely gonna set it up, put some live plants, a drainage layer, all that fun stuff. Should end up being a pretty cool little enclosure. I'm gonna put it right in that corner. All this will get cleaned up and we'll be, this area will be back to normal or back to where I want it. But for now, I think that is the end of the backyard aquatic aquarium enclosure, and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let this clear up again. I did get a little bit of turtle underwater footage, so I'll clip it in here, and we're gonna let this bad boy run for probably another day or two. We'll come check on it, see if it clears up, make sure there's no leaks, and we'll end the video there. But for now, let's wait a few days and see if it clears up. All right, guys, I think we left off here where I finished gluing this together the other day, and so far it seems like it's doing its job and not leaking. So kind of keeping an eye on the overflow over here just to make sure it doesn't drain too fast or lose too much water, and that'll tell us if we have a leak or not. So seems like it's holding pretty good. It dropped a little bit, but it could just be from filling up and balancing out. So yeah, but you can see on top, water cleared up a ton in the last few days, and I don't know if you can see that with the reflection, but pretty clear. The tank's a little bit scratched and mugged up, but they're pretty good. There's that one little fish that survived. Oh, it's the only feeder fish I have. A few goldfish, and then you can see that little guy right there. That is the map turtle. And then there is a common musk turtle in here, but turned out pretty good. I think they're gonna be a little bit happier. And the rest of this video, I'm gonna clean this out and set this guy up kind of, or at least get it ready to be set up for the next video. And then, but this aquarium is pretty much finished. So, yeah, happy how it turned out. Put a little shade cloth over the top of it, but the sun still comes in at an angle in the morning, so they're pretty good. But I'm gonna end this video, or at least clip in a little underwater footage with my other GoPro, and then we'll end the video there. But seems like it's doing pretty good. We'll keep an eye on it as the bacteria builds and everything. It's just nice to be able to see the map turtle again, and then you will see the little common musk swim up every now and then too, but he kind of hides. And the goldfish like to hide behind the wood over here. They kind of tuck behind way over there, but can't really see them, but they're back there. Try to get them on the camera. All right, let's cut to underwater. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. I was gonna try to film more of cleaning up this area and getting this all nice to end the video, but the more I'm trying to set it up, the more I know I need to start setting the box turtles up, which is gonna be the next video probably, or the next 2 videos. I'm not 100% sure, but that's also gonna be another video. So I'm gonna start filming for that while I'm cleaning this up. So we'll just move that to the next video. Outdoor aquarium part 3, and the outdoor aquarium is done. So the map turtle and the musk turtle are going to be happy in this thing. I'll be able to check on them too, and yeah, all good things. So, and I am moving out of this house, but I'm keeping my turtles here. So I've been very busy packing, getting things moved, and I will be bringing a few turtles to my new place. That way I could film there, but most of them are still going to stay in this backyard, and I will be filming here and still building this place up still as well. So thanks for joining me on this video, guys. Thanks for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Sorry for all the trucks. Super noisy road, so can't do anything about it until I move. So anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Happy Turtle Tuesday. Might be a little late just because I'm moving, but have a good rest of your week, guys. See you on the next one.